Good afternoon and welcome to my tutorial on the IXL website as it pertains to math in the high school. As you can see, this website has a wide array of offerings from math, language arts, science, social studies, and then it also gets into some teacher-friendly tabs with analytics, awards, and Common Core. The first thing to note is that all of its supplementals are aligned with the Common Core for the state of Ohio. As we all know, we spend many meetings making sure all of our lesson plans are aligned to the Common Core. So now we'll have a nice array of supplementals and backup lessons for the kids to work on in order that will already be aligned to the Common Core standard. No, I would not like to improve my performance, so let's just keep going. I apologize about the interruption. Now, looking forward to this website, I'm going to go through a little bit. What I'm going to attempt to do is show you how to align this as a supplement to a lesson plan that I found from the Holt-McDougall website for geometry. So first I'm going to go to that PowerPoint presentation. That would be here. So this is just a slideshow. You can find them online or you can get them by purchasing them through the Holt-McDougall website. You could find almost all of these are available for free. Somewhere or another, a teacher has put these online. So I'm going to start this lesson from the beginning. This is 4.2 classifying triangles. So as you go through, this is the warm-up. Information will be used and should already be prerequisite knowledge. Objectives for the class, classifying triangles by their measures and their side lengths. The other objective would be use triangle classification to find angle measures and side lengths. Then the vocab. And we get into the lesson. I'm not going to take a lot of time to teach the lesson. I'm just going through quickly so you can see. We start with the definitions, and in this lesson, by the time we're done, we get through everything. We go through, students have ample opportunities to learn the classifications and to practice how to find them. Many different equations pop up, but I'm just skimming through quickly to get to the end so you can see that when we're done with this, there is a lesson quiz. Let's say our kids fail our lesson quiz, which unfortunately happens more often than we would like. We can now come to the IXL page. This can be found at IXL.com, and then you can just click on the math portion. When you click on the math portion, you have two different ways to navigate. You can have everything explained to you, or you can use the tabs on the left that match up. We will be going into geometry as we're following the geometry pathway for students to do, and then they'll show some questions that go along with it as it progresses. I am going down to Introduction to Triangles, Classifying Triangles, and you can see exactly what type of. Alright, and as we continue through the tutorial, we can see the first questions that pop up. Pretty much straightforward and on the lowest level of the educational spectrum. You see they're giving us a picture with information filled in, so this is simply asking what type of triangle is this. You can answer it acute, right, obtuse. This is obviously an obtuse triangle as we have one angle greater than 90 degrees, but I just want to show what happens if we happen to get one wrong. So I'm going to hit the right button, click, and we see we get this one wrong. So when you get one wrong, this is one of the nice features of this website. It gives a brief overview of what you should remember and how to solve the triangle. In other words, these are the things that should be going on in your head. These are also things that students can take notes on. Having the metacognition aspect built into the website that also follows the Common Core aspect is very helpful for all math teachers. So a student who would get this wrong would have an explanation in front of them, have a chance to read through. If we wanted to make sure the student knew it, we could have them put it in their notebooks. Then they can click got it, and then move on to another question. Now it's asking a triangle has angle measurements of 53, 37, 90. And if you get it right, which it happens to be right, coincidence, it will tell you you've got it correct, and then it'll just move on to the next question. So as we keep going through and we get these right, hopefully I get these right considering I am a math teacher, we see that the questions start to get a little bit more difficult as we go on. It takes a little while to build up. You have to get a certain number correct, and then the website will believe that you have a mastery over this section, and then you can move on. Side lengths of 20 meters, 16, 13. This would be a scaling. And this is pretty much just an overview of how to do it. And if you have any questions, down here are things to work on. Hit a rough spot, work it out. We can go down. This has a 4th grade hit to it. This also has a higher grade level. So you can always work backwards. There's another nice touch for this part of the website. As you can see, this website is very effective as a supplemental for all teachers. When I say all teachers, I mean all teachers of all discipline and all ages. As you can see, the 4 disciplines up top. And if I click back on math, every grade level is accounted for on the left-hand side. I hope if you are a math teacher, you'll take the time to look through this website and possibly give your students a leg up for the future. And I hope you've enjoyed my presentation today on the IXL Math website. Thank you very much.